Wuyang. So Wuyang is a fun character. All right. So is he more like Launch Juno fun, where he's like, kind of powerful, but then everybody pisses and moans about it, and then they nerf her into the earth? Or is he like a fun version of Lifeweaver? Let's talk about it. What is up, YouTube? My name is Mario, aka the Loot Box Hero. Check out the second channel because the second channel is popping, aka the real Super Mario, aka YouTube's greatest fat man here, bringing you another video. All right, so we have an interesting little video for you today. We're gonna review Wuyang. So we already know his abilities. He's the newest support coming to Overwatch 2 in season 18. He is a water-based hero. He has a movement ability. He's got a displacement ability in his wave that also heals, does damage, and gives you extra healing. Interesting character. I've played a bunch of games with him, and I have to say, he is fun. Now, the thing is, there are some caveats to this. He is probably the support that takes the most, I wouldn't say the most skill, but it takes time before you really start getting with Wuyang. All right, it's not like something that you can just hop in and immediately you're doing good and you understand the abilities, you're having fun. It's not gonna be like that immediately. Okay, all right. If you haven't played him yet, you don't really understand. If you already played him, you kind of know. But his abilities are cool. It just takes getting used to. Like his primary fire, for instance, is a primary fire where you shoot this orb and then you can move it, like you can direct it, like you can kind of control it a little bit. Now it's not a great deal of control because you can't like do something like this, like you can't boomerang that sucker, which would have been cool. All right, but then that would have made shields kind of useless, and that would suck. But you can boomerang over the shield, and because it has splash damage, it still does damage. Or you can boomerang it around walls. Like one thing, I couldn't find this game because there was a whole bunch of games. Like I didn't have time to go through all of them. But there was this one game where we were getting harassed by this flanking Reaper, and he would come. You know how Reaper does. He teleports behind you. He goes and attacks your supports, and he dips off. This is what he was doing, but we had almost killed him. Homie snuck off into the little room. Primary fire, round corner, bow, he's out of there. You know what I'm saying? So you can do stuff like that. Or one time I was on Antarctica and I was dueling an Ash. All right. And the Ash was, peppering me with shots or whatever, because there was no mercy. So she got to shoot me a bunch of times to kill me. And it was Antarctica has that high ground, and it has like the two like wall things that you can like peek out behind and shoot down. She was doing that. Guess what? Oh, look, primary fire, boop. You're not in that high ground no more, baby. So you can do stuff like that. That's actually pretty fun. But it does take getting used to. Like when you first fire his primary, it's not like it's basically like a projectile. It's like a Junkrat grenade. It just kind of lobs, and it doesn't bounce or anything. It just kind of lobs and just does stuff. But it's not until you hold it to where things get interesting. So when you shoot it and then you hold the fire button, then, things get interesting and you can do all the cool stuff with it. His abilities also take getting used to as well. So the wave, it basically is the best way to use his healing, because he doesn't use a great deal he doesn't have a whole lot of healing. Like his healing is a combination of Zenyatta Orb and Mercy Beam. Alright, but it's got like a resource, kind of like Alari, So you can either tap somebody with your heal, and it would give them like a little water thingy around their body that gives them heals for a couple seconds, or unless you lose line of sight from them, but it gives them healing for a couple seconds. Or you can connect to somebody with constant water until you run out of resource. But the healing doesn't feel too oppressive. It's not like so much healing that nobody can die. Like it almost feels like it's not enough healing sometimes until you combo it with his wave. Once you hit that wave, all the healing feels that much better. because of course the wave amplifies the healing kind of like an honor nade, you know, so it makes all his healing that much more effective. So I think this is actually kind of cool, since a lot of people seem to say that, oh, healers are so oppressive, healing is so oppressive in Overwatch. Like, I think doing healers this way works, but I can see what's gonna happen is everybody's gonna start playing him when he comes out, and people are gonna say that he sucks because his healing is not that good. That's why I said that people are probably gonna try to Lifeweaver him, but he's not that bad though. Okay, he's not remotely as bad as like launch Lifeweaver. It's just like his healing doesn't feel that good until you learn how to use it. You know, another thing you're gonna have to learn how to use is his ultimate. His ultimate is probably the most fun support ultimate in the game. It is, because it's got so many different options. Alright, like of course, like you can hold it for yourself. So like say if there's a flanker that's harassing y'all, you know, in the back line, you can hold the ult for yourself and then use that to take out the flanker. Or you can hold it as a threat, because you know how like pros kind of use like Reaper. You know, they have that, they, you know, people know, like they ult track and they know the Reaper has it. So if you can hold that ult as a threat to keep the team kind of separated, because they know if they bunch up, he's gonna drop in and, you know, drop that ult. You can use it as a threat for the flanker. So if the flanker knows you have the Wuyang ult, he's not gonna engage as much because he doesn't want to get caught with it. The other thing you can do is, of course, combo it with other characters. It's really good for tanks, like I said back in the Wuyang leak. It's good for Reinhardt, good for, it works kind of good for D.Va, you know, because, you know, you throw the D.Va bomb, the Wuyang ult knocks people down, and then the D.Va bomb kills everybody. It's also pretty good for, like, stuff like Junker Queen, because Junker Queen's main strategy is, okay, I see the thing, and you zero in on that thing, and you kill it, and then you get out. This is perfect for her, because she's going to have to go in, and if you bubble her, it's like giving her a Zarya bubble and a knockdown with some damage. So the thing that she's killing is gonna die. Like, it's gonna die. Like, it's not gonna survive all of that, you know. But another thing is, it's also good for dive characters, dive tanks, but also, like, you know, dive characters like Genji, Tracer, Sombra. Anybody that has a movement ability that can move them quickly to somebody is pretty good with this, because basically you're taking this bomb, essentially, this water bomb, right into the team. So yeah, Wuyang is fun. Wuyang is fun. I do have a feeling that people at the beginning are gonna be like, oh, his healing is not enough, his numbers are not enough, and they're gonna buff him. Then he's gonna be too powerful. Then they're gonna have to nerf him again, and hopefully he doesn't end up like Juno, because Juno was fun, and then they nerfed her to the earth. So it is what it is. Tell me what you think in the comments down below. You think Mario, man, Wuyang is trash, he is Chinese Lifeweaver, you know, or do you think that Wuyang is good? Tell me in the comments down below, because comments keep the channel alive. Like, comment, subscribe, and as always, people, keep it real.